What if the sharpest your brain has ever been isn't actually in your past? Most people assume that after 30 or 40 or 50, it's all downhill. That memory slips, focus fades, and cognitive decline is just inevitable. But neuroscience tells a very different story. Research shows the brain is far more adaptable than we once believed. Research published in journals like Nature Neuroscience and The Lancet shows that your choices have a profound effect on how well your brain ages. In this video, I'm going to walk you through 7 science-backed habits that literally keep your brain younger. Stay until the end, because habit number 7 is the one most people overlook, and it might be the most powerful of all. Before we get into the habits, let's quickly cover why the brain ages in the first place, because understanding the problem helps us understand the solution. As we age, neurons begin to communicate more slowly. The myelin sheaths that insulate nerve fibers thin out, causing delayed signaling. Second, chronic inflammation increases. This is sometimes called inflammaging, a low-grade state that silently damages neural tissue. Third, the production of key neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin declines, affecting mood, motivation, and memory. And fourth, oxidative stress builds up, essentially rusting brain cells from the inside out over time. But here's the critical point. All 4 of these processes can be significantly slowed, and in some cases partially reversed. Your brain can rewire itself and even grow new neurons in the hippocampus through a process called neurogenesis. Habit 1. Move your body, especially aerobically. If there's one habit with the most support, it's this one. Aerobic exercise, the kind that gets your heart pumping, is essentially a miracle drug for your brain. A landmark study from the University of British Columbia found that regular aerobic exercise actually increases the size of the hippocampus. Exercise triggers the release of BDNF. Think of it as fertilizer for your neurons, promoting growth and strengthening connections. Exercise also reduces cortisol, the stress hormone that can actually shrink the parts of your brain responsible for focus. You don't need to run marathons. 30 minutes of moderate aerobic exercise 5 times a week is enough to produce significant benefits. Habit 2. Prioritize deep quality sleep. Sleep is not downtime for your brain. It's when it does its most important work. During deep sleep, the brain activates the glymphatic system, a biological waste-clearing system that flushes out toxic proteins. One of the proteins it clears is beta-amyloid, the same protein associated with Alzheimer's disease. Consistent sleep is neuroprotective. Sleep also helps consolidate memories, converting your short-term experiences into long-term knowledge and processing emotions. To protect your brain, aim for 7 to 9 hours. Keep your room cool, avoid screens before bed, and stay consistent. These are essential strategies. Habit 3. Feed your brain with the mind diet. Your brain is only 2% of your weight, but it consumes 20% of your energy. The mind diet emphasizes leafy greens, berries, nuts, and fish. It specifically limits red meat, butter, and processed sugars. A 2015 study found that people who followed the mind diet had cognitive function equivalent to someone 7.5 years younger. Omega-3s in fatty fish are critical for your brain's membranes, while antioxidants in berries reduce inflammation and improve signaling. Habit 4. Engage in continuous learning. The brain has a remarkable property: use it or lose it. Every new skill creates a connection. This creates cognitive reserve, your brain's resilience. It's why some people stay sharp into their 90s despite neurological changes. Learning a second language can delay Alzheimer's symptoms by 4 to 5 years, but even puzzles and reading contribute to this reserve. The key word is challenging. Scrolling social media doesn't help. Your brain grows stronger when it has to put in effort. Habit 5. Manage stress actively. Stress is perhaps the most underestimated threat to your brain's long-term health. When stressed, your body releases cortisol. Chronic levels are neurotoxic to the hippocampus, impairing memory and regulation. Mindfulness meditation is a proven intervention. MRI scans show regular meditators have more gray matter in key memory regions. Habit 6. Cultivate strong social connections. Loneliness isn't just emotionally painful, it's biologically harmful to your brain. Research shows social isolation is associated with a 50% increased risk of dementia. Interaction is a complex cognitive workout. Quality matters more than quantity. 1 or 2 deep relationships are more beneficial than dozens of shallow acquaintances. Habit 7. Protect your senses, and especially hearing. This is the one most people overlook, and it's absolutely critical. A landmark study in The Lancet identified untreated hearing loss as a top risk factor, accounting for 8% of all dementia cases. When the auditory cortex stops receiving input, it begins to atrophy. Treating hearing loss can reduce decline by 48%. Protect your hearing now. Limit loud noise and get tested annually after age 50. Vision health is just as important for your brain. 7 habits. Move, sleep, eat well, learn, manage stress, connect, and protect your senses. Even partial adoption helps. Your brain is responding to your choices right now. Like this video if it helped, and subscribe for more. Take care of your brain.